It's the nation's favourite antiques experts.
Help.
Behind the wheel of a classic car.
Well, hey, hot stuff.
And a goal to scar Britain for antiques.
It's choppy waters out here.
The aim? To make the biggest profit at auction. But it's no mean feat. There'll be worthy winners and valiant losers.
It couldn't go worse, could it?
Will it be the high road to glory?
Oh, I like your style.
Or the slow road to disaster?
Oh, blimey.
Oh, need me to get out and push?
This is Antiques Road Trip. Yeah. Well, here we are. Delightful Derbyshire. Setting off on another trip are two familiar faces of the road tripping scene. James Braxton and Izzy Balmer.
James, we're back together again. I've missed your delightful company.
Oh, me also, Izzy. I've missed your effervescence, your constant talking. I could be all ears, couldn't I? But I'll interrupt you with occasional laughter.
If you can squeeze in the odd chuckle. Coming from well before the days of mandatory seatbelts, our jolly twosome's antiques wagon is a Morris Minor convertible, affectionately known as a Moggy from 1949. Not a big fan of hills, this one.
Gonna give it some beans.
Come on, car, come on, Moggy.
That was a close moment.
It was.
Phew! First meeting 5 years ago, this will be James and Izzy's third trip together. On their previous date, it all got a bit literal.
Can I tempt you to a date?
That's lovely.
As for James's taste in antiques, he likes the traditional. The weightier, the better.
This is the first for me. Bricks. Oh, that's a heavy old fella.
And Izzy? Her background's in bling.
Very distinctive colour.
To date, they're at one trip apiece, so it's all to play for this time round. Right, the rules. Our duo will both have £200 to spend in each leg of our 5 auction spectacle.
Do you feel you are a better jewellery expert than you were 5 years ago?
Oh, definitely.
That worries me.
Oh, fighting talk, eh? Starting in Derbyshire, James and Izzy's Moggy mission will take them south, finishing in Kingsbridge in Devon, with a bit of transit TLC along the way.
Clever.
My first little bump start.
Seasoned pro, isn't he? This time out, our travelling twosome will shop their way towards Belper. But for now, they're starting in Hena, a town 8 miles to the northeast of Derby and home to our determined duo's first hunting ground, Hena Antique Centre.
Hey, what are you doing getting in front?
Running in.
Here we go.
Good luck.
See
Good
you
luck.
later.
Good luck.
Let's get ready to rummage. And we're beginning big. 4 floors packed with more collectibles than you can shake a stick at.
I don't know what to buy.
On hand to help, owner Jane.
See? Through the hoop. Almost.
Just you watch those cabinets, old boy. And Izzy, for that matter.
There's a little copper box. Might be worth a little look. It's quite crudely made. There's no real skill or real quality here. Now, don't get me wrong, I couldn't make it.
Haha. Any redeeming features?
You've got this strap work here, which is very typical of the arts and crafts period, but it looks like bits of metal have been used that have just been lying about. So we've got a hole at the bottom of the foot here. Now, it is only £14, but I'd like to try and find something just a little bit more exciting.
Fair enough. As for James, at the typewriter, of course. He is a novelist, after all, don't you know?
Izzy is a marvellous
My ears are burning.
young...
What is the end of that sentence?
Oh, hello. How are you getting on?
I'm
You all right?
good, I'm good. How about you? Are you writing your second novel?
I'm on second novel. It's coming. It's
And
coming
I'm
along.
in it by the sounds of it.
You are. Izzy. How do you spell it? I-double-Z, isn't it?
Yes.
I-
James, this is only
I-
our third road trip together.
I-double-Z. Yeah, I know. Third road trip.
We are even Stevens. But we're now in lovely Derbyshire.
Lovely Derbyshire.
My home turf, just saying.
I know. Come on. Good
See you
luck.
in a bit.
Good
Bye.
luck. Bye. 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 Bye.
Don't look too hard.
Izzy is marvellous.
Certainly when it comes to rummaging, she doesn't hang about.
This wee little vase I think it's probably turn of the century, so late Victorian Edwardian, hand-blown, English glass, £5. Surely someone's going to pay £5 for it. What is the world coming to if they don't? I sort of think it's a real shame to leave something that's 120 years old sat there gathering dust. So I'm going to leave it there because I can be clumsy. I'm going to leave it there.
Its dust-gathering days may be nearly over. One on the wish list. Back with James. A bit of writer's block?
This is old school, isn't it? This is like hot metal printing. So that's why letters were very brief and pithy, because somebody had to type them. I write longhand, and then I dictate it into a laptop.
No surprises there. While Mr. Braxton is yet to go up through the gears, Izzy's racking up the fines.
Wow. So this is Finnish. It's stamped 925S, so that's 925 silver, 925 sterling.
925 parts silver per 1,000, in other words.
Now, we have on here the hallmark or the stamp, the shape, for a Finnish designer called Kapitan Kulta.
Good knowledge.
I love Scandinavian jewellery, I love Finnish jewellery. Kapitan Kulta is a really good name in jewellery, and it's £22, so it's not a lot of money.
Sounds like that wish list is expanding.
I love it, so I think I'm definitely going to take it.
Nice find then, Izzy. She's on a rummaging roll, while her sidekick is still messing about, it seems.
So I found a pair of mallets.
He just can't keep away from these.
This is for playing croquet, and you play like that between the legs, and you go through the hoops, and finally you bash the pole at the end to go out. This one has a maker's name on it. You know, it's quite funny, these makers' names. They always have initials in front, don't they?
Incy-wincy initials, aren't they?
It's F.H. Ayres of London. They must have been very good, because F.H. Ayres in 1924 made the miniature croquet set to go in Queen Mary's doll's house, which is now in the Royal Collection.
Well, if they're good enough for the royal dolls, they're certainly good enough for our James.
26 quid. Circa 1910. I'm gonna buy these and I'm gonna go and see Jane.
Finally, some progress. Prepare for the bold Braxton, Jane.
Jane.
Oh,
I found
hello.
something.
Oh, lovely.
Croquet mallets. I like them because of their age, but I don't like them because of the nibbles in one of the mallets, but there we are. In life, you can't have everything.
No.
They've got a price tag of 26 on it. Would 15 buy them?
I reckon we can do them for that, yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jane.
Yeah.
Great value, Jane.
Thank
15
you.
quid, that's yours.
Thank you.
Thank you, bye.
And with that, he's off.
Oh,
Or is he?
wow. Very often, you buy one item and you get your eye in, and suddenly, look, what a great shape. It's a helmet-shaped jug. Great Regency, early 19th century shape.
Yeah, perfect for a bedroom washstand in the days before bathrooms were commonplace.
Always check the handle, and I'm happy with that because it rings nicely. Always these things get chipped on the lips. If you take a coin, a piece of metal, if it sticks, you know there's a problem area. You always want to check this.
Top tips, James.
No, it's all good. It's all sound as a pound.
I see what you did there.
Jane, I found another item as I was walking away. What does this mean?
£12.
I'll give you 12. There's no need to barter. Life's too short.
Yep, bish bash bosh, Jamesy boy.
Right,
Goodbye.
yeah, bye.
I'm ahead of the game. I thought I was only buying one item, and I've bought two.
Bravo, Braxton. £173 left. As for Izzy, she's busy.
It's a little silver envelope case. Now, this one's modern, which is a shame, because the Victorian ones are very popular. You've got the 2 compartments to put your stamps, although I have to say, now stamps are a lot bigger. We wouldn't fit even one stamp in here. Oh, I'm now talking myself out of it. I thought at first, there's a stamp case and it's silver. I don't know what to do. I mean, the answer obviously is find out how much it is. It's probably going to be £20 to £30 at auction.
3 items in the running. Brace yourself for some bargaining, Jane.
Jane?
Hi, yes.
Now, one of the things I found on my travels is this modern silver stamp holder. It doesn't have a price on, so how much is it?
You could have that for £10 if you wanted it.
Right, before I commit, there is a lovely antique glass bud vase, £5, cheap. There's also a necklace that I love, silver necklace, and it's got a tiger's eye cabochon.
Yeah.
That's priced at 22. What could that be?
That one could be 15.
I'm going to be really cheeky because a Derby girl talking to a Derby girl. If I take all three, what would be the best you can do?
25.
I'm going to say absolutely deal. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jane. Nice discount. Let's call it £5 for the silver stamp case, 15 for the silver necklace, and we'll leave the glass bud vase at a £5.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye.
Good work, Izzy. £175 left in the old kitty.
Are you pleased with your buys?
Very.
We've stuck to time. You've bought big and I've bought small.
Well, that's bulky by Braxton for you. Back on the road, James is getting used to all the Moggie's quirks.
What a lovely sound, isn't it? That's like a little trumpet in an orchestra, isn't it?
How are you making it do that?
I'm playing it like a musical instrument.
Do you know what, James? You are playing and driving very well.
You know, you see in the high street these lovely fellows and they're playing a one-man band. You know, they're
Yeah.
doing everything. And this is how I feel at the moment. There's indicators over there, there's gears over here. There's a lot to coordinate.
Nothing a veteran road tripper like yourself can't handle, though. With Izzy making her own way onwards, James's next shopping stop will be in Ilkeston. Historically a textiles town, but today this old mill is home to House of Antiques, ready to welcome Mr. Braxton. It's another big one, 3 huge rooms. That must keep owner Judy on her toes. Let the shopping commence! On offer, furniture, smalls, and traditional antiques. Spend your remaining £173 wisely, James.
See, I've always liked these. This is a sort of Regency style. It's a convex wall mirror. It's nicely made, nicely finished back, but there is actually a scratch in the glass. When it's on somebody's wall, you are not going to see the scratch. All you're going to see is a rather strange image of yourself.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, Chief.
It's priced at £75. Now, if I can buy this nearer £50, there is definitely a profit in it. I'm going to leave it here and I'll see Judy later. But in the meantime, I want to try and find another item.
He certainly means business today.
Look at that. So amongst all this silver, there's a piece of gold. Looks like a nugget, doesn't it? A real 1960s brooch. 1968, it says it's hallmarked here. And I just give it a little huff so I can see. Yeah, I can see the lion passant.
Ah, it's silver gilt. Silver with a thin layer of gold on top.
We got the crystal amethyst there, surrounded by this higgledy-piggledy bit of silver that's reminiscent of gold in its raw state, like a nugget. I think it's very much of its time.
A bit like yourself.
It's got 38 quid. £38 for something hallmarked in silver gilt, which is very stylish, seems cheap to me. And that's what we're about. We're about finding bargains, aren't we?
Indeed. As for our other shopper, she's making her way to Nottingham, home to the legendary tale of Robin Hood. Our very own Relics Rebel is setting her sights on Hopkinson with her remaining £175. The speciality in here, vintage goodies. From clothing
Got my auction dress.
to jewellery, and lots more besides. With Ash in charge today. You rang?
Right, enough of that nonsense.
Good. Anything easier on the eardrums?
This very large plate is what we would call a meat platter.
Popular from the 18th century amongst the upper echelons of society.
This is just a later copy of an earlier style. So originally, you'd probably have a set of about 3, and they'd be graduated for serving different foods on. So the ticket price is £50. It is a lot for auction prices, especially as it isn't an original period one. I think I can find better. I'm going to hold on to that belief and keep searching.
You do that, Izzy. There's no shortage of options in here, and that's half the battle.
I'm struggling, Ash.
OK.
Can you show me some bits that I'm
Yes.
hoping you've bought really well, that you can do really cheap?
OK, I can do that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the brief.
Yeah?
Cheap.
Cheap. OK.
Quality, but cheap.
So,
But I don't mind a bit of tasteful tat.
I've been described that way before.
We're going to get on fine.
Yeah.
Hey, sneaky tactic, Izzy. Let's leave Ash to pull together some options and catch up with James in Ilkeston. He's already earmarked a Regency-style convex mirror and a silver gilt brooch, and he's still going.
So we've got a pair of dishes here. They could either be Russian or Indian. This is cloisonné enamel.
Indeed, a compartmentalised decorative technique with origins in the ancient world, popular across many cultures, from Egyptian to Chinese and French.
What would you use dishes like this for? I don't know. I think people nowadays would use them for sort of curios. Maybe they would have had years ago sugared almonds. 950, so 950 parts of silver to 1,000, and the rest would be copper. I think they're really attractive. Always great to find things in pairs.
Sounds like he's keen. How much?
They've got no price. I'm going to take them and ask Judy.
Good plan.
It's been a lucky day. I found quite a few alternatives, but I will buy on price.
Counter decision to come. 3 things in the running. Brace yourself, Judy.
Judy, I found some items.
Good.
Got that mirror, the brooch,
Lovely.
and the dishes. I like the mirror. £75. It's got a bit of damage.
Okay.
Would they take 50, Judy?
Yes, I think that will be okay.
50?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
lovely.
good. These I found in the cabinet. They're
Okay.
unpriced.
60.
Is that a hard price or could it?
I think you'd only go down to 55. is the
55.
best
So
you can
that's
do.
the price on 55. And then
Yes.
I love this brooch.
£38, remember?
Could that be 30?
The best he could do is 34.
So I'm going to go for the Goldie ones
Yeah.
and the cheapest.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the mirror and the brooch. I'll leave you with the dishes.
Thank you very much.
Out with the money.
Racking up the buys today, James. £50 for the Regency-style convex mirror and £34 for the silver gilt brooch.
And the 4.
Thank you very much. Perfect.
Thank you.
Our happy chappie has £89 left to spend tomorrow. Let's nip back over to Nottingham and find out how Izzy's bargain bucket is coming along.
Hello.
Hello, Ash. Have you got me some bits?
Lots of lovely bits.
Right, shall I have a little rummage? Get myself some piles going of maybes, don't likes, likes.
Go for it, yeah?
Right, let's do don't like so. It's not that I don't like it.
I gotta hand it to you, Izzy. I've never seen this approach before.
That is so tacky. However, it's going in the maybe pile. Murano glass vase, that can go in the maybe pile. I do like a flower. Tasteful tat.
She does like her tat.
I went down the quality route, mid-century Bernard Rook.
Bernard Rook, good British artist and studio potter.
Known for his brutalist ceramics, Bernard Rook's work is popular with the British and American market.
So how much is this?
We can do 20.
Okay. As a semi-local girl, because it's Derby, so I probably shouldn't admit that, because that's probably not going to help me here in Nottingham. But can you do any better on the £20, please?
Well, I'm from Chesterfield, Derby way as well.
we're in-
So, yes,
We've got a Derby theme.
yes. That can give you an extra £2 discount.
Can it?
Yes.
Do you know what? That is more than fair. Thank
Yes.
you very much.
You're welcome.
A good old Derbyshire discount seals £18 worth of Bernard Rook Dragonfly vase.
There you go, good sir.
Thank you, and there's your change.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
£157 left for tomorrow, Izzy. And with that, shopping for today is done.
Izzy, what are we doing tonight?
Why don't we have a game of croquet with your mallets?
What a great idea. I'll bring the mallets, you bring the balls.
I'm civilised. Nighty-night, you two.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty.
Morning, Izzy. I slept like the proverbial log.
Ooh, do you have any bedtime rituals?
Hot bath beforehand. Sure, I can do it for you, but the bath is better.
That sounds very relaxing.
I hate to interrupt James's beauty routine, but we really need to recap on yesterday's shopping. Izzy secured a silver stamp holder. a Bernard Rook dragonfly vase, a Finnish tiger eye necklace, and a dainty glass bud vase.
Surely someone's going to pay £5 for it. What is the world coming to if they don't?
Left in her kitty, £157. In James's hall is a Regency-style convex mirror, a silver gilt brooch, a pair of Edwardian croquet mallets, and a 19th century water jug.
What a great shape.
Remaining in his wallet, £89.
What are you after today?
Winners. I want a winner.
That's the spirit, James. But before we hit the shops, our twosome are beginning the day in the city of Derby. Here in the early 18th century, Loam's silk mill sparked a manufacturing boom in the Derwent Valley. Harnessing the River Derwent's power, many cotton mills soon followed, making the area a powerhouse of the Industrial Revolution. But during that era, cotton wasn't Derby's only notable product. Another will be very familiar to our intrepid antiques experts, Royal Crown Derby China. Our duo are at their museum and factory to meet museum director Liz Woolidge.
James, pleasure to meet you.
Good to meet you.
And isn't it lovely to meet you too? Welcome to the museum. All of the porcelain made in Derby since 1750 to the present day. And we're just about 10 yards from our busy factory, still making porcelain today.
Wow.
Well, are we going to make something?
Absolutely. So one of you will be able to cast a paperweight.
Me, please, me, please.
Oh,
I
okay.
think you've got your volunteer.
I think I have found a willing volunteer, so if you'd like to follow me, Izzy.
Don't worry, I will study.
Have fun.
Bye.
Sounds like it's a nosy round the museum for James. So while he drools over some stunning examples, Izzy's learning the craft.
So we've made a little setup here so I can show you how we make paperweights today in our factory.
Ooh.
So we're going to make a little owl paperweight. You can see the inside of the mould here has the shape of the owl's face there. You're going to pour the slip through the hole here.
Yep.
Don't let it gloop because that would make runkles on the inside of the paperweight.
So that would be immediately a second.
Yes, that
Okay.
would immediately be a second.
We only want first
No,
here.
absolutely, first quality only. That's a really good steady stream. Beautiful, nice job.
Ah, I made a paperweight.
Well, the start of one anyway. Let's give that a bit of drying time. The story of this fine porcelain dates from the mid-18th century when master of the craft André Planchet formed a partnership with enameller William Dewsbury. Together they opened a factory here in Derby, creating luxurious fine bone china for the well-to-do. And production has remained exclusively in Derby to this day. Now, how's our little owl?
I can see his skin's already forming.
The moisture's being absorbed by the plaster of Paris mould.
That's very
and
clever.
that's drawing the liquid level down and forming a skin on the inside that you can see already there at the top quite clearly.
Time to get rid of all that excess slip, Izzy.
Go on, be
Just tip
brave,
it.
just tip it. That's it. So we need to leave that for another hour
Okay.
for the skin on the inside to harden enough to be handled.
Yeah.
And then we'll be able to open the mould and release the owl into the wild.
Okay.
Thanks to exquisite craftsmanship like Izzy's, their luxury porcelain soon gained global recognition, and since 1875 their home has been the Osmaston Works factory, which of course looks a little different today. Now, let's catch up with James in the museum.
This looks very familiar.
So this piece here, I don't know if you recognise that face, good old George III. And this piece is actually our first ever royal commemorative.
Oh, how
So the
interesting.
crowning of King George.
It was King George III who gave permission to use the crown in the back stamp of their wares in 1775, giving them the right to become Crown Derby porcelain.
Of course, today we're Royal Crown Derby porcelain, and that's thanks to Queen Victoria, who granted us the royal warrant in 1890.
How interesting.
And with a royal warrant comes certain prestigious clients.
What's this? White Star Steamers Olympic
Does that
and
ring any bells?
Titanic.
Titanic, absolutely.
Wow.
So one of our commissions was to make the dining service for the first-class dining room on the Titanic. And this design was chosen by White Star Line from our pattern book, but with the addition of their logo.
I see. It looks
This is a modern
relatively
replica.
new,
It's a
doesn't it?
modern replica, yeah.
Isn't that lovely?
And this is some of the original correspondence that we had with White Star Line. So this shows you what they ordered from us.
Wow, 600 dinner plates.
That's right, yeah. Wow. So shall we go and see how Izzy's
Love
getting
to
on?
see. Go on, lead on.
Hopefully, her owl will be White Star standard too.
Oh, What's it?
Very
This is
good.
twit-twoo.
I've got the giggles now.
Is that a clue to what you've made?
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed, yeah. So who's going to let the owl out then?
You do it, James.
So I release it.
Yes, release
Release
it,
it.
James.
Grand reveal.
God, they're big elastic bands, aren't they?
And then lift off that bit. No. So now,
Well
and this
done.
is the delicate bit, okay?
Ease it out.
Yes, gently though. That's it.
There we are.
Hey,
Look at your owl.
Owly.
Before the kiln, a fettler will remove any little imperfections. And then it's firing and decorating. 5 firings in all.
so this will be the finished piece.
No.
But he's a lot smaller.
As it's fired, it shrinks.
Okay.
And
Wow.
that's why it has to be hollow, because if
Yeah.
it wasn't hollow, as it shrunk, it would just explode.
Very
If
clever.
this whole antiques thing doesn't work out for me,
Yeah.
could I have a job making owls? I'd be an
Well,
apprentice, a trainee.
I think so. I mean, you have made a first quality piece.
Have
You
I?
have.
Really?
It just needs a little bit of fettling and it will be perfect.
Wonderful work, Izzy. That's an antique of the future, right there. Back in the Moggy, our twit-twosome are having a hoot.
So, gossip hot off the press. Someone told me that one of the antiques experts has been possessed by an owl.
Ooh.
Found him!
Ah, very funny. Very funny.
Dear, oh dear, Izzy. Heading north, Izzy and James are destined for Belper, a market town in the heart of the Derwent Valley Mills World Heritage Site, and our duo's final opportunity to bag an auction-fit find in Belper Antique Centre. Lovely.
Go on, let's go.
Look at you. You're swinging your arms and my
Final one.
hands are casually slung in my pockets and I can't walk straight.
I've got to move my hands above my heart, you see.
Oh, should I be doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good for you.
Right, let's
Very
go.
good for you.
Inside this former hosiery factory, a cornucopia of collectibles waits, from furniture to kitchenalia to pottery.
It's not ringing. It's dead as a dodo.
Loves his ping tests, doesn't he?
Oh, your eyelashes have come off lovely.
In charge of 4 rooms worth of goodies from 25 dealers is Daniel. Hi, Daniel.
This is knitwear at its finest. This would have won the WI competition for Tico, see this? Hat down, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle, here's my spout.
He's a couple of tea bags short of a pot, that bloke. Now, what are Izzy and her remaining £157 up to?
This is a Welsh spoon rack. Now, it's 19th century. Some of the spoons are 19th century. Some of them are, I believe, not as old as that. And it's very much a mishmash. I love it. I think I love the rack more than the spoons, but some of these spoons are just lovely. Now, it is priced at £495, so I don't quite have that much. But what a fantastic piece of social history, Welsh history, right here in Derbyshire.
Charming piece, but perhaps wooden spoons are best avoided at the auction. Ha ha ha. On the subject of wood, what's James precariously perched on?
I found a place of rest, and everywhere needs a place of rest, even the workshop or the shed. And a good thing to have in a workshop or a shed is a stool. It feels nicely oily. I think an engineer or a mechanic used to sit on this.
Quite the detective, isn't he?
This is made of elm, and then the base is most likely, I would have thought, oak. So let's have a look. No, it's not oak, it's beech. And this is as strong as the day it was made. I'd say it's 1920s. It's £48. Now, if that was 20 or 25 pounds, I would be all over it. But at 48, I cannot see it.
Fair enough, old boy. Got to spend your remaining £89 wisely. Now, what's Izzy spotted?
This says 3 pink and white cup and saucers, possibly Shelley. However, I think they might be Belique rather than Shelley, although I can see where they're coming from with the shape.
Whatever they are, they're unmarked. and it's an oddly small collection.
It's a shame we've only got the 3 cups and saucers. It would be nice to have a set of 6, teapot, sugar bowl and milk jug, because that's what this is, it's a tea service. Also what we've got here are the side plates. How many have we got? It says 9. So it is a real shame we haven't got a complete set. We have only got parts here. If the whole set was there, the whole set would be quite valuable. It'd be like a couple of £100. I could be interested in those. Daniel?
Sounds like a deal could be brewing.
Hello.
Hello. You look very cheerful.
I always am.
Daniel, I've got 3 teacups, 3 saucers, 9 side plates. In total, they come to £33. As a whole collection, what could they be?
There is actually a story here.
Okay.
Yesterday there was 9 sets,
No.
plus a milk jug, plus a sugar bowl, plus a bread and butter plate.
No, no.
And I unfortunately dropped it.
Did any of it survive?
There's the milk jug, but I didn't
Okay.
really want to put it out as a milk jug on its own, so I think we can find you that.
Okay, Daniel, who's going to want odds and ends?
I think we can come down to 25, but I think that's got to be it for me.
Let me think about it.
Let's leave Izzy to mull over that and catch up with Mr. Braxton.
Look at this. I'm really instantly attracted. I love this sort of orangey colour. £20. Just a fabulous design.
Very retro. Produced by the Barnsley Canister Company, Barrettware like this was introduced in the 70s as a competitor to Tupperware. Didn't catch on.
Inside, they've got a sort of patent. It says component in the centre holds a moisture-absorbing material. So that would suggest you kept dry goods. These were made for homes that generally didn't have central heating. And you've got 3 tins that have stayed together in somebody's kitchen for 50 plus years and very stylish. So that's why I'm going to buy them. And I'm going to go and find Daniel and make his day and give him a whole £20.
He can't keep a lid on his excitement.
Daniel, I found these tins. Where did these come from?
They came from a house clearance. The lady had collected tins, and these were, in my opinion, the stars of the show.
They say 20 quid on them. I'll give you 20 quid.
Thank you very much, sir.
Can't argue with value like that.
One whole 20.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, Daniel. Lovely to be in Belper again.
Bye-bye.
Good old James, £69 left unspent. As for our other shopper, still weighing up options.
Ooh, these are pretty. 1920s buttons, mirrored buttons. So it says there's 22 of them. The glass is foiled to sort of create that mirrored effect. I mean, they don't look like they've been used, but some of them are chipped, but I suppose you would expect that. If they're 1920s, they look very fancy and very glitzy, but they also look like they're quite cheaply made. The box itself, I love. It's just got this beautiful lining and
Very nice. Priced at £35 for the set.
it's probably more than I'd like to pay for them, but I'm absolutely going to ask Daniel about those because I love them.
Gird your loins, Daniel.
Daniel, you are hard at work. I've actually found another item. Buttons. Ticket price is £35. What would be your best, please?
We can do 28 on those.
28 on those. And I've decided, ooh, look, here's the milk jug you promised me. So,
25
25,
and 28.
28. Can we round down? £50 for the 2.
Go on then.
Perfect, thank you.
Of course she drives a hard bargain. Let's call it £25 for the Art Deco buttons, and we'll keep the remains of that tea service also at 25.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Okay,
See
thank
you
you.
soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Lovely jubbly. £107 left unspent, is he?
Well done.
All finished. To the auction.
We'll see all their goodies again in the sale room. Shopping complete, it's back to Madame Izzy's Moggy.
I would happily have you as a chauffeur.
And I've got the name for it, James. Home
Yes.
James.
Home, James.
Yes, my lady.
And don't spare the horses. Now, shut eye, please. Welcome to Glasgow. Once a powerhouse of the shipbuilding industry, today it's the location for our first auction head-to-head of the trip.
Quick,
Spring in your step, James.
hit it with some vigour. It's all about movement. Ladies first.
Thank you, James.
The magical doors.
Our pair, after scooting around Nottinghamshire and Derbyshire, have lugged their hauls just south of the River Clyde, where, with the help of McTeer's auctioneers, they'll be selling in the room, online and on the phones. Conducting proceedings is James Bruce.
Fair warning, at £20 then.
Our James spent £131 on his 5 lots. Any faves?
I really like the silver gilt brooch. It's got a great look to it, mid-century, set with an amethyst. I think that will do well today. I'm expecting maybe £30 or £40.
Izzy is grouping her bud vase and silver stamp case into a single bundle. She spent £93 on her 5 lots. Anything catching your eye?
The finished silver pendant is 1970s and Scandinavian jewellery is just doing so very well at the minute. I'm expecting about maybe £70 today.
Right, let's get cracking.
Are you nervous?
I am actually. Are you?
No.
You have experience, you have wisdom.
But I tend to buy things that nobody else wants.
Well, I hope so. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm banking on.
First up, will James's trio of tins take the biscuit?
Oh,
Really
they
cool.
are lovely.
We can open the bidding at 10, 15 with me, 15 and 20 and 5.
Oh, profit.
We're at 30
They
online.
photograph beautifully,
they're
don't
big.
they?
They're quite
Are
big.
they?
If there's no further bidding, the hammer will come down at £30. That's 15.
I really like those, James.
Decent start, James.
They're fantastic.
Next up is his finished tiger eye necklace.
This is it?
Scandinavian jewellery doing so well. We're at £45 already in the book commission bid.
It's a profit.
At £45, the hammer is up and it's coming down now, 45.
Excellent.
Izzy's got the eye of the tiger. A tidy return.
You've gone and bought jewellery and you've made a profit.
It's all about the make.
Will James's 19th century water jug keep the bids flowing?
I bought it for its shape, because if you turn it upside down and it's helmet
You can wear it on
shaped.
your head as a hat.
Yeah.
Where can we see for this? £30, who's in? £20, £20 I'll take. Any takers? Nope.
He's struggling. Enjoy this.
£10 is here, thank you. At £10 is here. I will sell at 10. Fair warning.
It's only £2
That's
now.
all right. That's
Exactly.
all right. I can live with that.
Ironically, that hasn't quite washed its face.
On the road to greatness, there are some
Bruised toes, aren't there?
It's only a £2 bruised toe.
Time for Izzy's 1920s Art Deco buttons.
Aren't they lovely?
What can we see? We're at £10. £10 to start things off.
Oh, cheap, sir.
Yeah, it seems cheap to me. 15 would be next. There we go. Can we see 20 now bid? It's £20.
You want the
Come on,
internet
sir.
to keep rolling.
I'm really surprised.
£20, 5. I spoke too soon. £25.
Keep going, sir.
30 if you're coming back, and you are. £30. Fair warning, you've had your chance.
They made a wee profit.
You've done well.
Hey, it all counts.
Well, that's okay, isn't it?
Next, James's Regency-style convex mirror.
It's quite a plain one, but they're brilliant. You can see round corners with them.
I think people like playing. Oh, see round corners. Detective James looking round
So you
corners.
can put it at the end of a corridor and you see round.
Where can we start? £40, who's in? OK, £20, got to be worth that, surely. £20.
Is this good or not good?
There we go online at 20. Can I see 5? We're at 20 and 5. And 30, 30 and 5. 40 takes online. Can we see 45? I can't see 45. So I will now sell at £40.
I thought that was a banker. I thought I'd do well with that.
Someone's got a good item there.
Take a good hard look in the mirror, James.
Anyway, we can't dwell on losses.
You're a beacon of hope.
Move on.
You're like a lighthouse.
Now for Izzy's combined lot. The glass bud vase and the silver stamp case.
2 for the price of 1.
Who's going to start us off at £30? £30, anyone coming in? OK, £10 I'll start with me. Any advance at 10 here? 15 no bid.
Have I got 15?
15 and 20.
Ooh.
Any advance at 20? Looks like they're out, so I'll sell at £20 then.
Yay.
Well done, you.
A small profit is signed, sealed and delivered.
Very pleased with that.
Next up, James's silver gilt brooch.
You've been buying jewellery, James.
Well, you've inspired me.
Aww.
We're opening the bidding at 10, but seems cheap to me. Who's in for 15?
It looks like a nugget of gold, doesn't it?
£10, 15, thank you very much, sir.
15.
at £15. The hammer's coming down at £15 then.
Someone's bagged a bargain there.
Maybe that is the sign. Stick to what you know, James.
On to Izzy's Bernard Rook Studio pottery vase now.
Not really expecting this to make a huge amount of money, if I'm really honest. Looks nice.
That's nice.
I've got bids on the book, but I've already been blown away by the creeping online bidders at £50 already. We're up to £5 more, doesn't hurt, 55.
Well, they're loving it.
Glasgow's loving it.
At 55, the hammer's coming down at £55.
It's always disappointing when the bidding stops, isn't it?
Your Derbyshire buddy Ash has done you a favour there.
I'm genuinely surprised. I thought Bernard Rook had sort of had his time at auction, but clearly not.
Anyone for croquet? Here's James's final lot, the early 20th century mallets.
They look lovely.
Where can we start the bidding on these? It's 10 online, 15 no, and 20 with me.
Profit, 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 profit.
£20, and the hammer's up for the pair of mallets, and down, £20.
You got a profit.
Albeit a small one.
What's it called when you win at croquet?
You have to post out.
You've posted out with your croquet mallets.
Drum roll! Izzy's final lot, the remains of her disaster-prone late 19th century tea service. Bit of a conundrum, this one. The shape looks like Shelley, but the decoration looks like Belper.
I did some research, and it is Shelley. It's a Charles Wildman early Shelley design, but it's just not stamped. And I've never seen a Wildman that doesn't have the Charles Wildman mark on the base.
And how much do you think it'll go for?
I'd really like it to do 3 figures.
Wow.
Very reminiscent of Belper in that kind of shell form pattern. As I waffle on, it's creeping up at 120 now.
We've done it.
130 is online.
Well done, you.
Excellent.
£130, and I can sell to you online at £130. Fair warning.
Well done. That's a real star.
Wow, what a performer, eh? If only the full set had survived.
Shall I get you a cup of tea?
Cup of tea, and should we do some figures?
So, the final scores are in for auction number 1. A sore one for James. After showroom costs, he's made a loss of £62.77. But thanks to that final big sale, it's Izzy's day. With sale room fees deducted, she's made a profit of £102.76. And all the profits at the end of the week will go to children in need. That makes it 1-0 to Izzy in our best of 5. Yeah.
Ah, what a glorious day, James.
You did it. Well done.
Thank
really
you.
good.
Early Shelley tea sets, part tea sets.
Amazing price, wasn't it?
For a
well done,
part
you.
tea set. Thank you very much.
Next time on the trip, we're having a whale of a time. As we rule out red herrings.
Not so antique.
It is hideous, isn't it? I kind of love it.
And we've got 2 slippery customers.
If I keep asking for less, do you keep going down?
I'm not a wealthy man. This is polyester. Don't be deceived.